May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and here's a moment in Asian Pacific American history. Patsy Mink was born in 1927 in the Hawaiian territory now known as the island of Maui. Patsy was a first in many achievements. Not only was she the first woman to be admitted to the bar in the state of Hawaii, she was the first woman of color, the first Asian American woman, and the first woman to be elected to Congress representing the people of Hawaii. After graduating from law school, Patsy founded the Oahu Young Democrats and worked as an attorney for the Territorial House of Representatives. Patsy was a trailblazer and is considered one of the great legislators of the 1960s. Patsy was a key author of the Title IX Amendment to the Higher Education Act. This act was renamed by President George W. Bush in 2002 and is now known as the Patsy Mink Equal Opportunity in Education Act. This public law prohibits anyone from being excluded from participating in any educational program or activity based on their gender. It is because of Patsy Mink's forward thinking that we have women's sports teams in our schools. During her tenure in Congress, Patsy also introduced the first comprehensive Early Childhood Education Act and authored the Women's Education Equity Act. Patsy served 6 consecutive terms in Congress from 1965 to 1977, and then entered the presidential race in the Oregon State primary on an anti-Vietnam War platform. She didn't win, but went on to serve President Jimmy Carter as Assistant Secretary of State for Oceans and International Environmental and Scientific Affairs under Secretaries of State Cyrus Vance and Ed Muskie. In 1990, she returned to Congress and served another 12 years. She advocated for women's rights, equal rights, reform in healthcare, and education until her death in 2002.
This moment in Asian Pacific American history was brought to you by the United States Capitol Historical Society and the Asian Pacific American Institute for Congressional Studies.
Sixth and seventh graders interested in joining next year's yearbook staff. There will be a meeting on Tuesday during advisory in Mr. Houselog's room, 453. If you cannot attend, please email Mr. Houselog.
Rogers Girls Tennis is having a parent and player meeting tonight at 7 p.m. at RHS Media Center. All RMS students that are interested can join. Email Coach Basham or Coach Oakland with any questions.
Congratulations to RMS 8th grader Jada Bunch, who recently participated in the Minnesota All-State Honor Choir, where she received the top audition score in the state out of over 100 participants. Great work, Jada. Students, this is a reminder that you are required to use the crosswalk located in the yellow circle on the screen. It is not safe to cross in any other area other than the designated crosswalk.
Rogers Swim and Dive team will be housing a spring meeting for next season. The meeting will take place on Thursday, May 19th at 6 p.m. at the high school. All levels of experience are welcome. You can email rgsd728@gmail.com or find them on Instagram at Rogers Girls Swim and Dive.
The Rogers Fall Performance Team will have tryouts May 24th through the 26th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. at the RHS Dance Studio. The tryouts are open for all RMS students. Register for the tryouts with the QR code on the screen. Questions can be emailed to the address on the screen.
Kickball Cup 2022 is underway. Today's games feature Shrub versus Lehman, Round versus Clocker, Lemoyne Hertz versus Parr, and Malachowski versus Westlow. Games that were rescheduled for Tuesday have been postponed again because of the 7th grade field trip. So if you were supposed to play on Tuesday, please check the schedule for your new dates. And then on Friday, we have Rasmussen BK, Badger versus K. Johnson, Larson UD Williams versus Allen, and B. Johnson versus Kluver. Check out Schoology to find the Kickball Cup 2022 link to find all your information, scores, and schedules.